Okay, that is a very acceptable keep. In a queue here with two of my Generation D20 brethren, and it looks like none of us got matched up. Would you like to mulligan to 6 cards? No. I can live with all Guild Mage all the time. I have my primary colors and, of course, draw a card that has no chance of seeing play. Unless something like that shows up. Even with something like that showing up, it's going to be a stretch to get double red. I almost have to get the Axebane Guardian, and even that can't get you two unless you have multiple defenders. Let's just say that's not going to be my primary plan for victory. I think playing a unfair Guild Mage and hoping that they don't immediately burn him seems like a pretty good strategy. If they are burning him, well, so be it, I guess. Well, the question on the next play will be, I mean, depending on if he's dead. If he's dead, it's a pretty easy play of the Guild Gate. If he's alive, as we have here, makes it a little bit tougher, because Common Bond could protect him from Annihilating Fire. Guild Gate would get me to the Bloodfray Giant a turn earlier, but, or to Izzet Staticaster. I think in this case, to go with the Common Bond for support. Now he could have Giant Growth or Savage Surge if he was going to block. And of course if he Augur Sprees, then Common Bond doesn't help me out anyway. But okay. I think if he had removal, he would have used it there. That's what I choose to believe. Here, it's a little harder. I still don't have anything. I get out of that. Or I play this out. Okay, I'm probably best off playing that guy out. Go ahead and attack in. See if he has any blocks or I'm just getting through. And this again, it'll slow him down briefly. Really trading like Arrestor for the Flare in combination with Staticaster. That wouldn't be a bad sequence. I'm not that far away from being able to make a Centaur token. At which point the Guild Mage can get pretty crazy. Okay, so at this point, I think we are best off maybe attacking with both. Or at the very least attacking with the Guild Mage. And seeing what happens. And that's acceptable. Now, knowing that I shortly will be able to make 3/3 creatures, those will trade with his creatures. Ragement. Okay, so on this one, we kind of have to go with the common bond plan. Kills his creature, saves my creature, gets that lifelink off the board. And at this point, I would rather have a token than get out one of these guys, so I think I'm probably best off doing that and swinging. And that token's going to do a pretty good job of slowing down his attack. If he wants to trade the whole flare for it, I'd be willing to do that. Let's trade the crocodile for it. I'll let the crocodile go and kill it later. I do have enough mana in hand that in 2 turns I could start double populating, which is when things really get bonkers. There's 3 cards in hand. Okay, and he is going for it, so I'm going to go ahead and block and force him to either sacrifice in response, play a spell, or just die. I would really like to see him sacrifice in response, but I don't know if that's likely. He's going to lifelink, which is also a solid plan on his part. Okay, so from here, if we put out that guild gate and make another centaur token, I have no intention of blocking with those guys. And so we attack in and get in some extra damage, and if he wants to trade with the crocodile, I'm okay with that. Well, at this point, I think I'd probably be more okay with taking 3. I can drop to 10, and then start making 2 centaurs a turn next turn. Which seems like I don't know, a point where I maybe would wrestle control and truly have the game wrapped up. If this kills my guild mage, which 5, yeah, there we go. That's what one would expect. Okay, so I have one of my own coming back at him. Let's go ahead and swing with these. Because if he doesn't block, I just have him dead on board. Oh, but he did. So in that case, I still am at a point where I can put out a giant who will be angry and ready to swing. He's going to have to have a pretty good play here and a lot of creatures die to the explosive impact, or if he only has one creature. Oh yeah, right here I was mostly hoping he would use up his mana. Didn't mean to reveal my hand. Fortunately, I think he already left the game. Okay, so, hey, it worked better than I thought it would. Based on his deck, we didn't see flyers. So the Towering Indrik maybe is unnecessary, but he did have some effective attackers still. So maybe having that as a defender that doesn't have defender is still a good idea. But okay, so we won that game purely off of Guildmage. This game will present us with a different challenge. Would you like to mulligan? No. I still like this hand. Herald into Promenade is a decent opening for this deck. If I can get another land. Okay, so he has a little answer or some speed for himself, but it actually helps to get that guy out on the turn that I want him to. So here we can pay for that. Next turn I'll be able to make a token out of the Centaur's Herald, and then turn after that I'll be able to Bloodfray Giant. Turn after that, Jailbreaker and a Guildgate. And he's the one running the Mono Blue. So I probably should be counting my blessings that I ran into the mirror match for 5 color decks. We ran it out there for 1. It'll be interesting to see. 6 cards in hand, so he has some options. We'll have a pretty aggressive start here. And what do we think? He even took that away, so Towering Indrik. That's a pretty good answer to what I have going on. Now I expect at one point this Rootborn Defense to be a bit of a blowout. I think I want this guy unleashed. It's kind of close between that and the Ogre Jailbreaker. But I think I prefer this guy unleashed. And the possibility of Rootborn Defense if I get the blocks I want. I also could Dramatic Rescue from where I'm at right here. And depending on what I draw, I have a land that doesn't come into play tapped. I could Rootborn Defense and Dramatic Rescue. It's not going to stop me. That actually is a great double block, if I can get it. Okay. So here, I think we just swing with the team and see how he plans to defend it. And if that's his intention, they have a pump spell. Okay, so Savage Surge is going to make him into a 4/6 at this point, and because of Trample, bouncing him seems like a pretty good play. I'm going to get through with the damage. If he has to play it next turn, he doesn't necessarily have a whole lot else going on. I still have the Rootborn Defense as a possibility next turn. Okay, so Rage Melt's a pretty good play for him. Although if he attacks, yes, he gains 3 life, but the blockbacks are going to be pretty bad. Okay, that makes sense. I think the better play, or best play here, is Jailbreaker. I considered going Rootborn Defense, but if he can kill my token in response, then I don't get value out of it. This here is one of those situations where I need to line up all blocks correctly. If I can get him down so that guy would be the only guy there, and I have like 2 creatures surviving, then I'd have no problem rolling out. I'll probably Gate Creeper into Slum Reaper, sacrificing Gate Creeper, and hopefully killing his Trestle Troll. The other possibility here, since he blocked as he did, would be Rootborn Defense. That might actually be better based on the blocks. Let's see. Is it going to go off? Yes. Abrupt Decay. Would have been nice for the Trestle Troll. Okay. Found a way to win. Looks like Nick is down 1-0 and Bob is down 1-0, and my crappy 5-color monstrosity happened to win. That's the damnedest thing about Magic. Well, we will see you in round 2, and I doubt I'm going to get nearly as good draws next time, so the wheels may fall off.